Hi, this is Leigh Ambergy, stampwithleigh.com. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Mentor, Ohio. And thank you for joining me for today's video. And this is the card that I'm going to be making with you. I just noticed I need to clean my glass mat. It's got dry glue all over it. And this greeting, I'm so glad you exist, is from the Saying Hey stamp set. Cute stamp set. And the designer series paper is the Country Lace. So, and we do have a piece of cardstock inside. So let's get started. This card is so simple, and it really doesn't use a lot of supplies. I started off with Smoky Slate card base, 5.5 by 8.5. And I just folded that in half, and I'm going to burnish the bone folder the edge to get a nice crisp fold. And if you're watching this video from my YouTube channel, in the description box below, there is a link that will take you to my blog post. And I will have a listing of all of the supplies used for this card and also the measurements that was used. So what I'm going to do here is this is a piece of Smoky Slate cardstock, and it was embossed with the eyelet in 3D embossing folder. And originally I had embossed, I think it was a 4 by 5.25 piece of Smoky Slate cardstock to use for this card, but then I didn't like it with the layout. So I didn't want to just waste it, so I just cut a strip, and this will be put on my inside panel. And I'm just going to put some liquid adhesive on here, and then it doesn't go the whole way, but it's just enough to give it something, a little something. So this is going to go in the inside. Right there, that's why I end up with glue all over my glass mat. Oh, glass mats are available now. I should have looked I should have looked that up to give you the number. But I'll try and remember. I'll make a note. I'll try and remember, and I'll include that in with my post for the descriptions. Yes, they've decided to make the glass mat available to customers, and it also comes with it's great for blending. So it's got a side, it comes with this for blending, and then it also comes with mine's dried up, but a damp chamois to wipe and clean. But this is good for blending inks. And sometimes if I know I'm going to be doing a lot with the blending brushes, I pull that out and just set that on there. They won't wobble or move, but then I'm not laying them on here and then transferring ink and then setting my project in it. So yeah, I'm kind of klutzy. So I'm going to stamp my greeting, and that is also with the Smoky Slate ink. And then I'm going to pop that out with the Stylish Shapes dies. So let's see if I can get this stamped good without any issues. That looks pretty good to me. And I want to get the lid back on my glue so it doesn't dry out. And I've got my Stampin' Cup Mini here, and I'm just going to pop that out. But when I cut this out, I'm not going to, if you can see, I'm not going to completely center this die. I'm going to move it over some because I want a little bit of an edge, because that's where I want to put my ribbon. So to get this centered, I really do need to sort of stick my head over it. And I've got a piece of paper tape, just so hopefully it does not shift and move on me while I run this through the die cutting machine. that out. That still has some good left to it, as my mom would say. All right, get rid of that. And then I'm going to put, I think I have, what all do I have over here? I've got some minis. I'm going to put some minis, I think. Well, regular ones, but maybe regular ones. Stamping Dimensionals will fit. What do I have? I have a whole conglomerate of stuff over here. Yep, they will. Okay. I wasn't sure. Sometimes I'm not quite sure. Okay. Get all this out of the way. This is going to be ready to go. Might as well peel the backing off while I'm here. Get this out of the way. And then now all we're going to do is put our paper down. So just trying to get this lined up to how I like it. Just try and get what I start with when I do this is to look and see if I've got the edges, borders the way I like them. Sometimes, I always do that. I go to reach for my tweezers. If you don't have tweezers, you take your pick tool would work, the putty part of this, to just slightly move things. And I like that. And then I'm going to show you another trick that I do. This is my paper tape, and I use that when I'm die cutting. You could use a Post-it note, washi tape, but I know this is where I want these pieces. So I'm just going to tape that down. I'm just going to tape that down. It's going to hold it in place so that when I at least start with my first piece, I know those aren't going to move on me while I'm trying to get this into the position that I want. Okay, there we go. And again, you can use I'm just going to move that. Yeah. So I thought one day I was working on stuff, and I had, I think, a bunch of strips. And I had them all down. I liked them. And then they kept shifting on me when I was trying to pick each one up, to glue it into place, to get it secure. And it was like finally the light bulb went off that said, oh my gosh, you've got this paper tape right in front of you. Just secure everything down. And that paper tape would also work if you're working off of our grid paper or any type of, just scrap paper, whatever, to protect your work surface. So yeah, so just a little FYI. Oh, well, I am losing this little strip right here. It's trying to run away from me. Okay, now this is going to go on to the front of my card base. Hopefully centered, but as you know, with me there's no guarantees. And then this greeting can go, I kind of liked it, just my personal preference, kind of near the bottom. You could put it in the center, or you could do whatever you want because it's your card. Yeah. And I'm going to grab a glue dot, and I'm going to attach my bow. I'm going to try to roll that up just a, well, got it completely off. You can just leave it like it is, or like I did. I just sort of rolled, if you can see, I just sort of rolled the glue dot up with my finger. Yeah, so that's, sometimes the glue dot will stick around my bow. My knot might be in the center a little bit too small. Okay, let's trim these bangs on this card. Geez, Leigh, you made one straight and you put one on an angle. So here we go. There we go. Get that off of there. And we're all set. So yeah, so this is very, colors and stuff is general, neutral general that I wanted for this. Because I wanted, even though it's got a bow on it, and this is, I'm so sorry. It will be in my listing though. This is the, what is this? It's the iridescent striped trim. Everything will be listed on my blog post. But it's a great guy card. I mean, and when we made this at a class, someone said, "Oh, I'm so glad you exist. It's different. Who would I send this to?" And I said, just someone, a good friend that you appreciate. I said, then you can also open up and you can stamp or write inside, "Happy birthday." Because yeah, I'm so glad you exist. Happy birthday. Let's celebrate your big day. This would be a great card just to let someone know that, hey, again, thinking of you, and I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're in my life. Just like I'm glad you're in my life. So thank you for joining me on today's video. Have a great day. Bye.